Hey guys, Alex Burst here, and today I'm here with another video, and if you've read the title, I'll be reviewing and using the Sweet Business in the Crucible. And as you can see, wait, I need to, I can't even get my camera setups correct. I'm terrible at this. And as you can see, I'm going to be playing on Titan today. Mainly because I feel like this weapon suits Titans more than Warlocks and Hunters. And it's pretty apparent since it's used in the, when you're choosing what kind of class you want to pick. With the Titan, it actually is, he's holding the weapon, or she. Anyway, besides that, I think we'll be getting into the match, or our first of two matches for today. Okay, so when hopping into game one, just right off the bat, it feels heavier than most of the other primary weapons you'll be using. Like, it feels quite a bit heavier. Like, of course, when you're holding a controller, it's gonna weigh the same, but like the controller's gonna weigh the same. But it's just the fact that, just imagining the weight of the weapon and how it feels like when you're using it in game. It feels a fair bit heavier than most of your other auto rifles. And it has a ridiculously fast time to kill when fully revved up. When it's fully revved up, it has a time to kill of 0.6, if I remember, which is ridiculously fast. As fast as I'm pretty sure like most weapons have like a time to kill of like 0.8 or 0.9 or something like that. This has a time to kill of 0.6, which is fast, but as much as that is very fast, it still isn't as fast as a weapon like the Last Word, which is, I'm pretty sure, 0.53, which is a bit faster. However, it does as much. That's literally like a full auto hand cannon, and of course, hand cannons do quite a fair bit of damage. And if you're able to hit those, like headshots, it will do ridiculous damage. Like, it does as much damage as a 150 RPM hand cannon with a precision hit, which is full, and plus it's full auto, so no wonder why. And just spraying ready. No wonder why I would have a ridiculous time to kill. And I think I should have kept shooting, even though I haven't. Okay, well, that was just me being bad. And I'm just gonna stop talking right now and just get more focused. As I said, when the weapon is fully revved up, it has a time to kill of 0.6. However, when you're trying to rev the weapon up to kill someone like this, it has a time to kill of like 1.2, which is pretty slow. And even though it holds a lot of ammo, it also it uses ammo really fast, but it's not as fast as like a trace rifle. Like, even though it holds 150, which is quite a lot, especially for like an auto rifle. Like, the average auto rifle probably holds around like 30 or 40, and this holds like 150, which is probably like good, like probably like 3 or 4 times more. And as you can see, I just literally wasted a whole mag because I wasn't careful. Like, I was just careless. if you can, it's pretty easy to hit headshots, but like if you hit all those headshots, it will just shred people. That was probably a very dumb decision, but you know what? We'll just stick with it. You guys probably think I'm an idiot for just shooting randomly like that. Anyway, this weapon has a lot of reserves. Like, as you can see, I just won in it has, well, of course it has full ammo in its magazine, but it has a reserve, it has 849 ammo in, like, in its reserves, which is quite a lot, since in, like, well, since in, like, I think a hand, like, well, when I use them, I think a hand cannon has, like, 108, which is, like, enough to, like, use it probably, like, 10 times, depending on the magazine, and I just ran into my death. It just, you're able to use this weapon a lot more than you think you can. Like, because of how fast this weapon fires, you think you'll just waste all the ammo you have in its reserves as well. As much as this weapon should be used, well, you should be aiming down when you're trying to use it. You can use it while hip firing. Like, its intrinsic perk, Payday, I'm pretty sure allows you to just, like, hip fire with it better. Which is obviously a plus, but this is a weapon you should probably be aiming down, like, your sights for. Since it's like, it just shoots everywhere. And that ability is just ridiculous. Just that shield bash where you could just one-shot anyone is a bit ridiculous in my opinion. And when you're using this weapon more and more, it feels lighter. Like, it now just feels like an ordinary primary, or be using like a hand cannon or something. Like, it just feels like an ordinary primary, like, auto rifle, even though it is, like, well, bigger than a ordinary auto rifle. And this is where I die. It is obviously bigger than, like, your auto rifles, and it's than your ordinary auto rifles and it is, well, it shoots quite a fair bit faster, but, like, it just has a very, it just feels, now from using it more often, it feels like very light. and I don't know if that's like meant to happen or it's just like a weird exception. It just feels ridiculously like, oh, I unlocked the catalyst with it. Anyway, well, I unlocked the catalyst steps, and I just complete because of me using this weapon and doing really well with it. I forgot to use my super that round. So yeah, that's this for the first round. Now I'll just be cutting over to the next one. So now we are on to our second game of the video, and from using this weapon more often, it feels like any other ordinary primary, which is, well, what I would like to feel. Because this weapon to me before, when I first really used it in the first game, so it felt like a power weapon that I just had lots of ammo for, which made it which made it feel like pretty weird. But now that I'm using it more often, it feels more natural. Try and get a kill with this. There we go. I just get a kilo kill. Anyway, after using it quite a bit, it feels a lot more natural now, which is, well, pretty good. Like, you don't wanna have a weapon that feels really bad. Like, if you have a weapon that feels bad and you do really bad, that'll just cause to you doing really bad with it. And I probably should have been charging up my shots with that. Like, this weapon is surprised. It feels now for my hunter and my warlock. I just realized it was invisible there. For my hunter and my warlock, I would not be using this weapon, since it's not that type of weapon for those two classes. Like, for my warlock, well, I just use like, well, I usually use whatever I want, but I wouldn't be using this thing, and there's no one here. I wouldn't be using this thing. For my hunter, I'll be using like hand cannons as the primary weapon, because that's what I more think is more comfortable for hunters. And however, I will definitely be using this as my primary for my Titan, because like, if it's a big machine gun, and well, this is basically what a Titan would use, and it just feels more natural with a Titan. Of course, like, I'm probably like using this weapon very like wrongly. Like, some people will probably be using this way more smarter than me, but I'll just be like just shooting randomly, and people will like charging around corners, which I think is a good idea. Like, I'll probably be like shooting, like, I'll probably be shooting here. Just keep shooting just to charge it up, and I just get killed like that. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop talking and keep focusing. I'm doing a lot worse this round, and I think it's just because, well, I'm a bit more. Well, I think it's just because of. There we go. Well, I didn't even get the final blow on it, but when this weapon is fully charged up, and you can just get kills like that really quickly, it feels really nice to use. Like, of course, like, you can't just constantly keep firing. You have to reload. Like, and I probably should have been a bit smarter with that. Anyway, like you can't just constantly keep firing this weapon. You have to reload like once in a while. Like if you really want to, like, you have to reload. That's just a fact. Like, it doesn't have infinite ammo. Like, despite that, you can just shoot it for quite a while. There, as you saw before, like when I was like in that middle area, well, on zone B, when I was just chasing that dude around that, I just ran out of ammo, and then he was like, he was pretty low on health as well. I just ran out of ammo, and then he just killed me. Like, if you're not smart and you just waste all the ammo, they will just be able to they'll just be able to work off that and just like get a pretty quick kill. Like, I shouldn't, like, right there, I stopped firing just because I ran out of ammo. And like, someone could have easily just took advantage of that. And I hate fusion rifles. And I didn't even get that kill. I don't know if the other guy got it, but I didn't even get that kill. So yeah, because I'm just gonna stop talking now. Some people are probably going to be, well, if people aren't even watching this, some people are just going to be commenting like, you did absolutely horrible with that super. And I was literally just about to put a barrier there, but, well, yeah, it didn't work. Damn it! Well, if you know what I was going for, you probably, you guys would probably just do that way better than I would. So that's been the second game for the video, and as you can see, 25 kills. Did pretty well. Well, you can't even see that on the camera, can you? Anyway, I'm just gonna now get into my review of the Sweet Business. Okay, now guys, when looking at this weapon, the Sweet Business, well, reviewing the Sweet Business now, this weapon is really, really powerful in my opinion. It has a ridiculously fast. Well, I mean, when I say ridiculously fast, it says it has a round per minute of 360. Even though I feel like that's even though that's really slow, I think it's inaccurate. It has a really fast fire rate, and it also does like 22 damage every hit if you hit a precision hit, which is quite a fair bit. And when it's fully revved up, it can get ridiculously fast kills of a time to kill of 0.6, which is, well, ridiculously fast, as I said earlier in the video. However, there is a downside to it, with the fact that you actually have to rev the weapon up to full speed to get this time of 0.6. If you look at an enemy and you just start firing and you're revving up the weapon, it has a time to kill of 1.2, and, well, the enemy you're fighting against is probably gonna kill you in the time you're gonna actually finally rev the weapon up to its full speed, which is, well, pretty bad. Like, to get the full advantage of this weapon, it has to be fully revved, which players can easily take advantage of. The ammo, well, the amount of ammo it holds is quite a lot, and it doesn't fully run out of it, like, instantly. The reload speed is, well, a bit average in my opinion, and, well, yeah, it's all around, it's a really good weapon. Like, it's better, it has more pros than cons, and, well, so far, guys, this is at the end of the video now, so if you guys like the video, drop a like down below and subscribe to my channel if you want to help me out, and with that said, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.